Hi guys, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so it's November 22nd, 2017. Here's an update on the LPE project, specifically the Get Trial Leads progress. I just want you guys to know what's going on because I'm running on fumes. I slept 3 hours last night. I have to go drive kids into Seattle today. I'll live. We have been pounding away on this thing, okay? So this is almost totally operational. I want to make this point. All you guys who've put money in for AdWords payments and or AdWords funding and cold calling, robocalls, we haven't spent your money yet, most of it, because we've been so busy building the system to organize all the information. Okay, that's been our primary focus. And it's the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm not going to send out leads today, right? I'm going to waste credits. There's just a lot of guys are going to be home getting ready for Thanksgiving, so they're not paying any attention. Same tomorrow. But by next week, for sure, when we start sending leads out, probably on Tuesday, we'll start. We should be able to get through everyone's robocall payments by then. So if you want to get robocall payments in so that you can get into that stack, the results are really, really fast because most of those results are hitting people where they're going to react to it, very quickly, and then they're going to sign up very quickly. Within just a couple of days, you can have like 99% of all the signups within like 2 days of the stuff going out. It'll happen starting probably within an hour. By the way, transparency. In the system, we have built the section so that you can log in and see what's happening with everything. You can sign up as a cold calling crew member right there. You can sign up as an AdWords funder right here. You can sign up to get LPE websites, or if you already have an LPE website, okay, an LPE project, whether it's dedicated or shared, I want to tell you something right now, take note. You all can log in from here. Okay, that's where you choose in the drop-down box how to log in. If you are an LPE guy, and if you're already an LPE project owner, you already have LPE positions, don't bother to sign up here. Okay, just go here. You're going to log in with what? You're going to log in with your email address, and you're going to log in with this password, okay, for just those guys. It's a temp password, right? After you log in, hit edit your information, just fill out your boxes, change the password to what you want, okay? And then you're in, okay? You'll be able to see all your holdings, see other holdings you could get. All right, now I'm 2.5 minutes in. I'm going to be in a rush. So let me just do a whirlwind tour of where we are just real fast. So first of all, this is inside the MM panel, okay? Maybe the last time you were here, you saw a couple of these things, but we've added so much more. So we have literally done what? We know who all the cold callers are. We know who's making the cold caller payments. It's all organized. We know who all the AdWords funders are that have signed up so far, and we know what their payments are. That's all organized too. We know what industries are interested in. If these guys are self-funding, we can figure that out. We know what URLs they want promoted in that case. So as their robocalls go out, if they're doing that, then when the promo codes come in, then we can tell by their list which leads to assign those to. They're coming in for the industries that got promoted in order to hook them up with their leads in their places. Okay. AdWords funders, right? Normally you claim campaigns that exist out there. But we've also put notes in our background that if you own an asset and you picked up or you got the cold calling done, that's 2 out of 3. So we should contact you before we put it on the open market to see which AdWords funders wanted, just in case you wanted your own, because you might. If you still have the money for it and you're intending to self-fund, then you would like to be notified first before your asset gets picked up by somebody else, right? So we already built that into the system. We built a lot of things. So we got CTM accounts for all the call tracking accounts. All of you guys who get involved in any of these should be attached in such a way that you'll get a welcome email where you can log in and listen to the call recordings. If you're an LPE asset owner, you should be able to hear the call recordings. If you're an AdWords funder, you should be able to hear the call recordings. If you're an AdWords manager, you should be able to hear the call recordings. And that's the AdWords managers is different than all this. If you own the asset, you should be able to hear the call recording. So we've built the system to organize that quickly and get that attached quickly. Okay, so let me just give you the whirlwind tour. I'm 4.5 minutes in. So yeah, let me just say all this is going on, and we haven't even been, some guys have been appearing, but I haven't done any campaigning because we've been building. Now that it's all organized, I would be campaigning almost right now. We've got like 2 more steps before we really feel there, except it's virtually Thanksgiving, so I won't. because it's a waste of your money. I just won't. You can go out and do all the cold calling you want, robocalling you want, but you're not going to find much of a return today. There's just no one out there hardly. This is the day before Thanksgiving. All right, having said that, what have I got? Oh yeah, when you look at the information that comes in and we click, this information is organized by everything about the guy, followed by all the stuff we need to do to make this bit live. So different people have admin access and they go in and they actually line all these things up, okay? They make sure that the correct call tracking metrics phone number is actually on the physical page that is being promoted, and that belongs to a certain assigned LPE website, which must be owned by someone. We have a lot of LPE websites we built that are not yet owned. They can be bought though. If they are not owned, we cannot connect them to campaigns. You can't have leads coming to an LPE website that's not owned by somebody, because then no one gets 20% for being the owner. So if you want to talk about an arbitrage opportunity, sign up as an LPE guy. Get yourself one or more holdings, dedicated or shared, so that you can be in the mix for all the calls that are coming in. There are a lot of cold callers who do not have assets. They are getting their 20% just sending leads in for different industries. They're even open for which. They're letting us choose. So if we get a lot of leads in on their behalf, it's their leads. They're tracked in this system, thank God. But we can actually assign those leads to, for example, your LPE holdings. Again, if you're already an LPE guy, do not sign up. Just go here and log in with your email address and that password, and then you'll see where you can edit your information, fill everything out, including PayPal. Oh, that was a question people had. It's not on a secure URL yet, so is it a problem to collect your PayPal addresses? No, because we don't integrate your PayPal addresses into anything. That is just simply the notes for us to be able to mass pay you when the time comes, okay? If you go to make any kind of a purchase in the system or out, you are choosing, or you are going through the PayPal's page and then choosing whatever you're doing for the PayPal address. All right, let me continue. Yeah, so don't worry. You only keep it. Your PayPal email address is something you want to give everyone, right? Mine is paypal@moji-crew.com. Please use it. That's the point. You don't mind putting that information into your pages. This is just simply so we can organize it. So when the time comes that we're doing mass payouts, 20% through everyone, we have that list. We're going to need your PayPal address when that time comes. And for those of you that cannot get paid that way, we'll make the other arrangements. We'll let you know when we start physically making payouts. Probably within 2 weeks, we'll be at that point. I know I keep saying things like that, but this building is so important for all this organization. We did not know how important all of this was and how many little notes we should really make and how much verification we should have to ensure information is auto-populated, because people are real, so that there's no strangeness in the records at all. All right, let me move on. I am running a long time. So, oh yeah. So say you log in as a cold calling crew member. Then you actually get to see all your information. By the way, I'm flipping through tabs because I got to log in and out of different accounts. It's going to keep logging me in and out. So for the different sections of the website. So when you log in, you'll see that if you brought those guys on with your promo code, or you paid us to do it with robocalls, then as your leads appear, they're your leads. Any one of these guys could easily be worth, what do we say? It's anywhere from like $300 to $900 a month, $400 to $800 a month as we get them rolling. This right here is like recurring income as we get these guys connected. Now, how do you know when the campaigns are really running? Well, campaign status goes from new to Google approved to claimed to running, okay? So new means these guys just arrived. By the time it's Google approved, it means we've gone through the steps to connect up the call tracking metrics, to get the phone number assigned, to get everything done, the ads created, and the radius figured out from the guy's information and built into the campaign. Everything is ready. Now somebody's got to claim it. Guess who claims those things? AdWords funders, right? Guys who sign up as ad funders. They can fund their own or fund other people's. Doesn't matter. They'll be logging in from here too. Everyone logs in from here. Okay. Now, that's when that'll switch to Google approved, and then when an AdWords funder claims it, it becomes claimed. That means the payment got made into our account. What do we have to do with that payment? We have to upload the payment into their AdWord campaign on our management care console or client, what is that, manager care console, manager customer console, something like that. And when we do that, then literally that's going to switch to running. And when it does, that means it's happening. That means it's time to log in and listen to the calls on call tracking metrics. And you're going to have that information too, because you're going to get an email that tells you where to go log in and listen. So when that's running, you should know how to log in and listen. So if you see that's running and you don't know how to log in and listen, let me know. We'll fix that right away. Okay? So what now? That's what I mean also by transparency. All this is meant to be transparent. If I hit one of these things, okay, I can see the details. I can tell this is a real lead. This is a no kidding real lead. All right? And because it's a real lead, man, that's my guy. You know, you get to keep claim on that guy because he's your lead. Okay? Really cool to know this stuff about these guys, what their businesses are, what their industries are, etc. Let me move on. Okay, and by that real lead, that means that they came and filled out the form on the main page of gettrialleads.com with your promo code, whatever it is. All right, and then they signed up. Now, and that could be because you got robocalls to them. All right, what do I want to say? Say you bought robocall campaigns. They come at different price points. Okay, we need enough. It's like $250, $500, $750, and $1,000. Okay, those are the price point. You can buy leads. Okay, you will see the purchases you made here, right? And you will also see the status. It's in the queue. That means it's not yet running, which means that it hasn't yet finished running and therefore completed. Okay, all this stuff is transparent, so you don't have to wonder. You don't have to think, well, did the money get spent already? Are these all the leads I'm going to get? The answer is no, there's going to be more leads. We're doing really good with the way we get leads with robocalls. So if that's in queue, that just means we haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, please forgive us. We're trying to do all the work as efficiently as we can, but that's why we built the system, to make this happen efficiently and keep it tracked so that we know where the monies are coming in and where they're going and why. Okay. If you do go to make a payment, here's the cool thing about it. You can select your industry. Say we're going to go, well, I think I'm going to do garage door repair, let's say commercial, all right? And how much are you going to pay? Well, whatever you're going to pay, maybe you're going to pay $500. Now, if you are not self-funding, that means I want leads coming in for this, but I'm going to get my 20%. But you can assign those leads. Dave, assign those leads to whoever in the system you want, as long as I get my 20% and I get to listen to the robocalls and keep up with the campaign. Fine. So you don't have to own an asset. If you're tight on cash and you're wondering a good way to get involved, join as a cold calling crew member, right? That's it. Robocalls belong to cold callers. All right. And then just pay $250 and choose some industry you think sounds good to you. If you are self-funding, here's the coolest thing. We also needed this for organization. If you are self-funding, we need to know. You want to self-fund that? Which of your campaigns did you want to self-fund? Well, those are your campaigns. Apparently, it's that garage door one, but if you have more than garage door repair one, see, that's what we needed to know. That way, when we get the leads and assign them to your account, we know that they are for that website there. Okay, so we can set up the call tracking and everything for that website there. Okay, so that's the point of the organization. That way, on our pages, when we get this, we know what we're doing with your leads. We know what is supposed to happen as they come in. Do you know how important that is? Because otherwise people will be angry at us all the time. Well, why didn't you put the leads on this website? Didn't have anything. Or why didn't you put the leads on this website? Because it does, and it's got a low return or low cost per click. We've already figured that out. Why don't you keep adding to it? You know? Well, we need to know what you want. Some people want to spread, some people want to center. You know, some people want to try this, some people want to put the leads somewhere else. Some people want the leads around robin, some people want to do one industry at a time. We don't know. But that's why we built this level of clarity so that we can know. Okay? Which is totally awesome. All right, what now? Campaigns. Oh, campaigns. Let me get to that point. So here it is. Say you log in as an AdWords funder. This guy. Okay? When you log in, if there are campaigns available right now that have been Google approved, they are ready to be claimed. Once you claim them, you will make the payment for that particular campaign, which is based on this guy here. And when you make that payment, we know that that's for AdWords for this campaign right here. And once we start it, that campaign will be running. Get it? This is the level of organization we've been working on. That's why it's been so important to do this first, so you guys don't have to sweat what's happening to your money. You know that where things are at. You can follow along. So if you sign up as an AdWords funder, okay, you can see those accounts or those campaigns. They come and go, right? They appear, people snatch them. They appear, people snatch them. Now, where your current campaigns is kept here in a list, and also your payment history, so you know what you've been spending money on. So your current campaigns, you can even get into the detail of your current campaigns. Oh yeah, there's the detail of the lead, so you can decide if you want to get it. Then that's your current campaigns, whatever it is that you got. And then you can even see the payment history, like I said. All right, so you can track all your stuff, and you can see what's going on with the campaign type. It's claimed. When we get a chance and fund that account, make sure all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and the right CTM phone number is on it. We'll switch it to running, and you'll know it's running, and you'll also have gotten an email telling you how to log in to listen to the recordings, right? The call recordings. And if you don't have that email, if you don't know how to listen to the call recordings, let us know. Okay, listening to the call recordings is probably the most important piece because that forces the transparency at the right level. Everyone's investing to make sure that we get the phone ringing for the guy, right? So whatever you're putting money into, and I hate saying investing, we are not an investment system. We cannot guarantee returns of any kind. We cannot promise returns of any kind. You may fund a campaign, we'll burn through the money, and the guy will say, oh, this is a bad lead every time, or he just fails to pay. We don't know. So you may have to pay for a few campaigns to get it right. We don't know, okay? Now, we're really careful with everyone's money, and we're really careful with how we follow up with clients, so we don't go losing your money, because you're not going to be happy if we just willy-nilly spend it, right? That's why we're not spending it day before Thanksgiving on robocalls. That would be a cop-out. You know, everybody's chatting with their buddies about getting together tomorrow. All right, having said that, you can see what's going on. Now, what else? I want to point something. Oh, yeah, if you log in as an LPE owner, okay? Again, if you're already an LPE owner, do not go here and create your account, because we already did that. Just log in here with your email address and this passcode, and then change your information after you log in. If you're new and you're thinking about getting a holding or 2 or 3 or more, you know, like spreading your investment in your portfolio, but you didn't hear me say that. I do not want the SEC breathing down my neck. We're not selling investments. Okay, these are your holdings, and you're getting your share of the commissions from the work that we're doing, and you are not investing. You are paying outright for things to happen, and you are crossing your fingers like we are, that we are building up nice income streams that help us all. Okay, here's what we thought was important. When you log in, you will see all of the websites you already built or bought. Okay, believe it or not, there are guys who've done this. Now, when you get these, okay, what's your question going to be? One, you're going to want to listen to the recorded calls too, but how do you notice? We can't say your campaign is active, because we could have multiple campaigns on any one website. So here's what we figured. This is a sum total, and we haven't connected it yet, which is why it's all zeros, but it's almost connected. It will be connected, and then as we attach jobs, then you're going to see them. So anyway, when a lead arrives, one of these guys arrives, and we go in there and we assign that guy to a website and give it a very specific page. That is going to determine whose website is going to see an active campaign, active job. Active job means it's in process. It's going through all of these steps that add up to one day the thing being claimed. This one, I just happened to pick one that was claimed, but so many of these are not, right? Like if I went down to any of these, all these things are basically new because we haven't gotten to it yet, okay? But we're going to take care of that real soon. Point is, and those Google approved items, those are why you see them on this page where you can possibly get them, right? Claim campaign, those are the ones. Like I say, the system is helping us keep track of all this. Now, okay, active jobs means they're not running yet live, but they're on the way there. In other words, we have chosen that URL for this job and some other job and some other job, while we've chosen all these other websites for these other jobs. Just whatever the industry is, where we felt like we ought to get some new leads because we haven't got things going on those sites yet, so we haven't tested their conversion rates yet against the others, you know, or if you self-funded and just told us where leads should go and you directly said, I want my garage door leads to go here. I know I have 4 websites right now. I want all of the ones I get for this payment to go here. You tell us when you self-fund. Okay. Now, when the campaigns are totally live, then great, then they go live. By now, you should be able to listen to the recordings because you should have gotten an email telling you how to log in and listen to each and every campaign that you're attached to. As an LPE owner, again, you own the office building as an LPE owner. These assets are worth owning. They're huge. Some of these things aren't owned yet. Like what do I want to say? You can go buy websites right now, claim LPE websites. Do your homework. If they're listed, there must be something important about them. Share, that gives you the chance to get towing positions for different states. You can lay your claim. Okay. Once you lay your claim, all the robocall guys that we get in any particular state and go assigning to that, that's yours. Okay. That's yours. This is why you want to buy it. You might say $600 for that one folder, right? Yeah. But Montana, even Montana, I don't care what you want to pick in here. Okay. There's going to be at least like 10 cities. We're going to have at least like 10 clients. They're each going to bring you at least like $500 a month once we have the right clients. So you're going to be making like $5,000 a month from this investment, if not more. I mean, who's going to argue that? By the way, here's a cool way to search. You can say, I want to see all the dedicated websites, or shared, of course, as a rest. You could say, I want to see all the positions in California or Oregon, okay? Because it'll match anything it sees here, okay? You might say, show me everything that's towing, or I'm sorry, it's got to start at the beginning, right? Oh, that's right. It's showing it anyway because it's at the beginning. But you might say, show me everything that's roofer. Oh, there's one roofing dedicated. Maybe I want to get it. Go check out the indexing. This is actually up and coming. Well, we got this up to satisfy certain clients, and we haven't spread it across the nation yet. But if you buy it, you're going to get it when we do spread across the nation, which will be soon, after Thanksgiving, before Christmas. Some of these websites have a lot of pages indexed now. They are ready. They are right. By the way, do you need the pages to be indexed to run AdWords campaigns on them? No, you don't. But anyway, these are here. Dedicated websites on sale now have lots of pages indexed. They are ready. They are done. They're proven. They're good to go. Okay? Worth getting. Worth getting. And then you can track everything, like I said. How many jobs and campaigns on your websites? And again, you might see 0 and 0 for these, right? You know how long that's going to last? Week and a half. Then these numbers are just going to start ticking up left and right because everyone wants involved. That's the point of creating this organization, that you guys can breathe easy as you meander into the system and say, I want to start here and put money in that, start there and put money in that, but I want to make sure that my money's going somewhere and that I can track that. Okay? It's there, it's trackable. Pretty soon we're going to be able to have some kind of live feedback or method for updating how often the calls are good per campaign, etc., and give you the estimate of what it looks like your next payout's going to be. But don't demand that before New Year's. Just get in and get going and let's keep building. We put this thing together in a hurry because we're excited, because it's amazing how far we've gotten with this thing. We're integrating it now into call tracking metrics. So that is, everyone gets involved and the campaigns get claimed. Then we have the email for the owner, the cold caller, the campaign manager, the AdWords funder, and us to get added to each account, call tracking metrics account for each campaign, for each phone number. And that way, yeah, that way as soon as somebody claims, everyone gets a notifications telling them how to log in and listen. Automated. Okay, we're integrating our system with that. Okay, that should be done in the next few days. Guys, get in, get involved. These are all the different ways to do it. Figure out how you want to sign up and sign up. Then log in from here and see where you want to go. All right. Now, again, for guys who are already LPE project owners, just go here, log in with that email address that we used for that and that password, and then just change your password and edit your information. I think we have a box for like your Skype, you know, so on, so that we can just have quick contact in the event you need it. We are trying to make everything clear, okay? And why might we use your Skype? Well, if you're on Skype a lot and you give us that, then if we have a campaign come up that you were kind of asking about before and you were looking for it, before we put it live to the group, we can just see if you want to get it now. You know, things like that can be done. So we're trying to integrate live instant communication. We're trying to integrate the automation of account information and welcome emails and passwords and knowing how to get where you need to go and automate being able to listen to the call recordings and see how many active jobs and campaigns you have and what you bought and where it's going and the status of it all. It is literally as transparent as we can think to make it. So this is a great place to be. If we just keep building it this way, it will be fascinating for all of us because really there's a lot you can do here, and this has a potential to make everyone who touches it a lot of money. Each lead can be worth 300 to 900 a month, and then more tightly like 400 to 800, very possibly 700 each good lead, which is like probably 2/3 to 3/4 of all the leads we'll get, which is insane, right? So everything you're attached to, you get to be a part of. All right, that's my pre-Thanksgiving update. Latest news, and so all of you know where you stand and what you're expecting to see next. Log in and check out your accounts if you've already created them and just haven't been in there in a couple of days. See what's new. All right. And for LPE owners, if you cannot locate your email or you cannot find a holding in your list, let me know. Now that we finally have all this stuff going on online, we can absolutely tie it down and make sure everyone's got all the right assets that they ever bought, that they see it in their accounts. Last thing I want to tell you, this is important. Okay. We found this. The system needs to know who you are. And so if you are this guy and you're trying to self-fund, better be the same email address you signed up with as this guy and this guy. That's what we want to say. When you sign up in these positions, use the same email address or go into your information and update your email address. I think it's editable. If it is not, contact me. We can do a hard fix in the database records, okay? Because it's the only way the system can tell who you are as you navigate from section to section to section. So if you are here and you want to claim a campaign that's supposed to be for you, then we're matching by email address right now. We don't really know what else to match by, okay? If you are a cold caller, you know, and you want to make sure it's attached to, use the same email address for all of these, whatever it is you're signing up for, some or all, okay? Great. And the email address for here, that really determines what you want to use for this and this. Again, if you need it changed, just let us know. All right, we'll talk to you later. You guys have a good time. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'm so happy that we have the system this far along. Take care.